Hi, let's solve this question from Lab 2. Write a program to read three numbers ABC that represent the coefficients of the quadratic equation A, x squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and then calculate and print its roots. The points where the curves cut the x-axis x1 and x2, which are found in this formula. Use your program to calculate the roots of the equations represented by the following two curves. Make sure that your results match the values obtained graphically. Well, this is the quadratic equation here, and we asked to enter the coefficients by the user, which are ABC. You know, when you enter, only you need the coefficients of this quadratic equation to get the results or the solutions x1 and x2, which can solve this problem. To find the solution, we can use this equation here. For x1, for example, it is equal to minus b plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all of this over 2a. And x2 equals to minus b minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all of it over 2a. So if you ask for the algorithm to solve this problem, you are going first to display a message for the user to enter the coefficients ABC, read the values from the user and save it in variables ABC, and then write the equation for x1 and write the equation for x2, and finally display the results of x1 and x2. Remember here, it's important to use the priority of the arithmetic operators for the brackets, addition, minus, subtraction, multiplication, and so on. So let's try to solve it together. Write its code. So first we said we are going to ask the user to enter the coefficients. Please enter A, B, C. And then, of course, I need here to declare the variables. You know, we can have the values as doubles, so A, B, C. And also here I will declare x1 and x2 that we are going to write their equations. So Cn, A, B, and C. Then now we need to write the equation. x1 equals, we said it is, let's just look at the equation again, minus b plus, okay, minus b plus, now we need the square root, so we are going to use the function sqrt. You know, it has one parameter. Now this function is square root. To use it, we need to include cman. Now look here, when I put the first bracket here, it's giving you the definitions of this square root. It means that the first one, we need to have the parameter as double, and this function will return for you a double, or you can have a float and the value returned will be in data type double, or the parameter is long double and the returned value also is long double. So now here I want the square root of a square, or let's try to check it. It is b squared minus 4ac. So for the b square, we are going to use the function bow. So put bow. I need b squared, so the base is b, comma, what is the exponent here is 2. b squared minus 4 times a times c. So now look, we need to make sure that our bracket is correct here. So here's the bracket of the bow, and here's the bracket of the square root. Now, after I write this, I want now to divide all of this over 2a. So if you just write over 2 times a, what will happen? The compiler, first it will go to execute all of this, but then it will divide, first it will do the square root and divide it over 2, and then multiply it by a, and then add to it the minus b. So if I want to be with the correct way to execute it, I need to put all of this here in a bracket. So I need this to be done first with the addition of minus b, and then divide it over 2 times a. And again, even if you put it like this, first it will do all of this minus b plus square root, and then only it will divide it over 2. And the result of that, it will multiply it by a. So to keep the correct priority here, I need also this one to be in 2 brackets. So now just I will copy this one to make x2, and the difference will be in here. And finally, I need just to display out the results. So the roots are x1 and x2. Put here in line, and that's it. Let's try to run our code. Just I want to make sure that everything else is commented. Okay, let's run our code by press Ctrl F5. Okay, so let's try to use one example of those here. So for example, in this one, the coefficients are a equals 1, b equal -5, and c equals 6. So let's enter 1, -5, and 6. 1, -5, and 6. So see what I get? 3 and 2. Let's check here. Yes, it is 3 and 2. طيب, let's try the other example here, which is 2 for the A, -1 for B, -3 for C. 2 minus 1 minus 3. 2 minus 1 minus 3. I get 1, 0.5 and -1. Let's check. 1.5 and -1. So like this, it is correct. I hope you get the idea. If you have any question, feel free to send me an email or you can come to the office hour. Thank you.